I know YouTube channels don't really have seasons, but it kind of feels like the end of season 1 of this channel for me. Been going since about, well, just before Christmas, and done an awful lot in that time. Got a garage, bought a second car, pulled this one back off the road, and mostly completed the upgrades to it. In fact, as you can see from my sort of to-do list board on this, colloquially known as the 300. Not done anything on the exterior yet, not done anything on the interior, but we can tick off a bunch of stuff on the drivetrain. Motor upgrade, done. New mounting frame, done. New battery box, done. High voltage junction box and charger, remounted. Ready for the rear battery box to go in to double the range. And sound deadening, something to quieten down those noises from the power steering pump and the vacuum pump. Now, nothing's happening on this today because I'm ill. For once, I'm not sweating because it's a sauna in here, although it is. I'm sweating because I've got a stinking cold and I feel like crap. So this is just going to be a quick talking episode, a kind of end of season 1, if you like. Where are we? Well, done a load of stuff. Car's off the road, but it's nearly back on again. Taken a lot longer than I thought, but getting there. But what's next? I guess there's 4 categories of things to focus on. First of all, there's all that other stuff still on the board, the other things that the 300 needs doing, starting with the bushes doing on the back end before it goes back in for its MOT, because that's the one advisory it got last year. Yes, I know, you wouldn't know for looking at it, but it passed with flying colours with that one exception, albeit after a few attempts. So I've got the bushes, need to fit those, not very exciting, just needs doing. But there's lots of cool stuff. Interior, I've got some videos coming up on that. I've been working on some custom gauges, custom center console, all stuff that's kind of EV related, like bringing an old car up to date. So there's more 300 stuff to come before we get into part 2 of that, which is the really big 300 stuff to come, which is putting this body kit on it, the Z300S body kit. I've got it mocked up here on my second Z3. And that will be going along with some new wheels, some bigger interior upgrades like these Audi TT seats if I can make them work, or some other seats if I can't. But yeah, I'm really keen to get this body kit transferred over. What I don't want to do is be in the same situation I am now, which is having no car and having to rely on the one family car to get up here. It's been much more of a pain in the arse than I thought it would be. So I'd really not like to take the car fully off the road again in order to do this upgrade. And that means a number of things. The most important thing it means is I need a car to drive. I need a second car to drive if that one's going to come off the road. And this one, sadly, is a long way from being roadworthy. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you maybe remember when I bought this car. It's an MOT failure Z3. It failed on emissions and some structural stuff, which is exactly the same as the original Z3 failed on. And I thought, fine, I can fix that, I can weld it up. And the motor's going anyway, so emissions not an issue. What's different on this one is the failures, the rust is seriously structural. Both of the sills are completely rotten to the point of having great big holes in. Now I could fix that, I could weld it up, but it's going to take an awfully long time to get this car back on the road. At the same time, the 300 needs some parts, particularly doors, and this car's got doors that are in really good shape. Those ones need welding up and a load of prep before they can be used as part of the body conversion. So, do I break this one, steal the doors off it, and put it on there and find a new car that's a better bet for my second EV swap? We shall see. But nonetheless, the third thing I'm really keen to crack on with is the GT, is my second car. Whatever approach I take, I've got the drivetrain. I need to get myself a zombie vertiboard from Damien Maguire. Damien's just started playing with the L210 gearbox that I'm going to be using, so he may have leapfrogged me in that front, and actually I'll be able to learn from his much bigger brain in terms of how to get that running and whether it's an appropriate drivetrain for my GT. So really excited about getting that moving in what you might call season 2. So we've got some mechanical stuff to do on the 300, both to finish up that engine swap and get it ready for its MOT. That's the first group of content you're going to be seeing, I think. The second thing is the body swap. Get this Z300 body kit on. Really excited about that. Getting the lights in, getting it all fettled and ready for paint. Be a lot of sort of cardboard aided design, carving foam, mucking around trying to work out where everything fits, because it's very much a bit of a blank canvas. Things like wing mirrors, what do I do for that on this retro style car? Wheels, interior. Some cool interior bits coming. That's the second, or all that's the second sort of group of content. The third thing is the new car, is the GT. What do I do there? Do I fix this one up? Do I buy another one that's in better condition? What do I do about the drivetrain? And then the fourth group of content, the fourth group of things I really want to do is this place. Been in here 7 months now. Really, really lucky to have it. Lucky to have so much space. It's fantastic. But it's far from perfect. It's a mess. I've got a lot of tidying up to do. Don't really have enough storage in here at the moment to really organize things properly. I'm generally a messy person, so I need a really good system to get that together. I'd like it to look a bit cooler. I'd like the toilet to be a bit nicer. I'd like it to be easier to put music on. I'd like to not have to set the alarm off every time I come in. I'd like to be able to actually remotely turn the alarm off. You know, all of that stuff needs doing to make this kind of the workshop of my dreams. Now, given how long it's taken to get the motor in there, that might be a lot of content. That might be season 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we shall see. But I've got into a rhythm now, doing plenty of episodes, slowly growing subscribers. I set myself the target of 1,000 for this year, up to about 530 something, so thank you for subscribing. But you know, it's growing, it's really good fun. It's bringing in work to my main business, which is really important. And so it's kind of justifying itself, it's justifying the time I'm spending on it, let alone the fun I'm having doing it. So that's really it for this episode, just to say that's where I'm at, made some progress, glad to have ticked some things off on the board. Next up, we'll be getting the 300 back on the road, doing that tuning, testing, just finalising that new motor swap and seeing how it performs. We'll do some benchmarks against the original. If you haven't seen the original, go and look at how slow it was before with the original motor and see if we can beat that this time around. But then body swap, interior, and upgrades to the workshop, and a whole new project, well, the whole new project, really getting moving as well. Should be really good fun. So thanks for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please do. Hit that like button, it really helps, and leave me a comment as well. I do enjoy interacting with you all down there, albeit I'm now going to take a couple of weeks off, have a total break from doing this, a total break from everything, and I'll be back end of August, beginning of September. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.